What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of 2000 Trees 2024.
I'm Elin.
I'm Max.
I'm Josh.
And we are in a band called Kite Thief.
Wonderful. Love it. That's absolutely stunning. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you for having
all
us.
here. Ah, stop it.
It's been fun. We've been going around all the press areas having fun. We've been seeing many people. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, sure, we'll
We
come.
came here last year and had one interview, and we saw all the other bands doing loads of interviews, and we were like, why is that not us? And we were like, oh wait, no one asked. And now this year, we've got like 4 interviews. It's great.
We're so we were here last year as well. And we, but hang on. I'm going to explain myself, okay? Basically, because it's our first year, we just got the emails from people. We're like, yeah, we'll take them on. That's fine. Yes, okay, that's absolutely fine. Whereas this year, we went right, get the lineup, get every email address, and just smash through all of them.
Nice.
So not
Thanks
at all. Not
very
at
much.
all.
Thanks
So
for having
we're
us.
making it up. We're making up for last year, right? We'll make up for it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it'll be fine.
How's your personal Friday treating you all?
Personal Friday.
Yeah.
It's a personal Friday,
Your
isn't it? 'Cause
personal
you don't have to
Friday,
do
Josh.
anything.
Oh, it's alright. I made I made a really good breakfast this morning. Got some I fried up some salami and egg and put it in a croissant. It was great.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, a bit of chili oil as well.
Oh.
What a start to the day that was. And then
Fuck.
that's all I remember.
That's all you remember of today.
Hey, we showered together.
Ah.
No, the shower's a secret. People aren't supposed to know about the shower.
We got wet.
I won't ask how, Max. Don't
Yeah, I've literally just chilled out. I again ate croissants, took it really slow. Yesterday we got up at 7:30 to have a shower and just feel prepped for the second set because we'd had like a busy day before as well. So today I was like, I'm sleeping. Slept till like 10:30. Love it.
You actually got to sleep.
I actually slept. I went to bed at like 11 and slept till like 10:30.
How the hell did you manage that?
Every time I woke up, I was like, no, I'm going back. I'm not getting up.
Are you
I'm not
camping as
doing
well?
it. Yeah, but we have very lovely friends who own a company called.
Somerset Bell Tent Company.
Yeah, they're amazing.
AKA Molly's Bell Tent Company.
They brought bell tents for us, like really big, like the ones that people pay thousands for at festivals. So we're living in style, I must say.
Oh.
But to be fair though, as big as a tent is, it's still noisy.
Yeah.
Are you you're in the same campsite as us, I imagine?
We're in the VIP campsite, yeah.
Oh, is
the
it?
back,
Oh, I don't know if
behind
we're
the forest stage.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Did you manage to sleep?
No.
No. Bit noisy,
Zero
wasn't it?
sleep. Just
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
And cold.
Even with those silicone molds for the
Yep,
earpiece.
same. Yeah.
And I was just like, I could still fucking hear Black Parade. I could still fucking hear
Oh yeah,
Paramore.
Psychosocial for the 5th time, brilliant.
Yeah.
I've decided I love 2000 Trees
Yeah.
up until
I'm not-
Silent
yeah.
Disco starts, and then I fucking hate 2000 Trees.
Yes, I'm so glad you guys. We can. I'm taking this mic. We can talk all day. I'm literally like, they love it. I was saying next year, maybe like, I love this festival. Maybe like an Airbnb's on the cards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, I live in Cheltenham.
Oh.
I live down the road.
Can we go and stay at your house next year?
Yeah. If you're on the bill, let's do it. Let's have a massive... let's have our own fucking silent disco.
And it's really silent so that we can sleep.
Yeah, that'd be great. How long have you lived in Cheltenham?
20 odd years.
God, okay. I moved away. I moved there when I was about 8, and I moved away from there when I was 21. So
I can't say I blame you.
Yeah,
it gets boring
no.
after a while.
Yeah. Sorry, Cheltenham.
Yeah, we love.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the frog's the best bit about it. Let's be honest.
It's great.
Anyway. Let's bring it back in. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, everyone. Jesus. Speaking about Kite Thief, what's going on here?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Blue Chews, the best pills.
I feel like we've derailed you.
So
I'm
it's
sorry.
all good. It's all. We love derailing.
Okay,
we love
great.
tangents. We love it all. This is what we love about doing this shit.
Okay,
Is the fact that
good.
we have all these phenomenal conversations. Absolutely superb. Anyway, how were your sets, guys? Played Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wednesday was incredible because we played the Thursday last year, so we knew what it was like when the main arena had opened and like everyone had kind of been here and set up camp, but we didn't know what it was going to be like playing when everyone's like arriving.
Yeah.
Insane. Literally the first song had a mosh pit within like 2 minutes of it starting.
Delicious.
And we had mosh pits for every single song. It was crazy. And then the forest was just like iconic. Like that for us. That was like, okay, we got to make this special. So we had Marisa from the Marisa and the Moths come out and do a feature.
Oh, no way!
Yeah. We've been on tour recently, so we were like, we did that at the Underworld, so we were like, we'll do it again here. We actually like zhuzhed up our first ever song because it never had any synths or anything like that. So we brought that back and like
asking for it. People be asking, can you play Pinky Promise? And we're like, no, we hate it because it's got a 29-bar bass solo in 7/8. Like, it's just like, but we zhuzhed it up. But we did it.
Yeah, we did it, and again, like we had crowd surfers, and like, everyone was screaming. I think one of our friends said that was it Pine Grove or Grove Street? Grove Street were playing, and then everyone from that filtered out and came down to watch us. So
Nice.
It was like,
And we could tell, like, it was good to start with, but then, like, halfway through, well, like, first couple songs, like, people would just come and we were like, whoa, hello. And yeah, like Max said, first crowd surfers, that was amazing. It was just great, yeah, like, way better than we expected for both shows. I loved it.
So compared to a Kite Thief show, then, do you change the set list up accordingly if it's a festival for people who might not be so familiar with yourselves? So you say you brought that song back, even though you didn't want to.
We love it again now. It's fun.
Okay, good.
It's fun again.
But yeah, if people might be so familiar with yourselves, sort of thing.
Yeah, probably. Well,
different sets this year, didn't we?
it depends. If we're going on a tour, we'll make a set specifically for that tour. It depends what kind of, like, if we're support, if we're headlining, what kind of cycle we're in of writing, I guess, as well. Like,
If we're playing to familiar crowds, we'll bring out more of the familiar songs, but if not, we kind of pick the hits, and then we're like, okay, like with Ambivalent, our recent EP, like we had to get a lot of those songs into the set and drop quite a few of the other ones that we used to play. Like Sweepstake was a song that we always used to play, but now it's currently dropped from like our standard set. We open with it at Wednesday because we want to try something a bit different, but typically we'll try and keep like everything as fresh as possible without, like, Hindsight is our song, like our big song that everyone always like wants to sing along to, and there's Allegedly as well, which is done pretty well. But we typically try and like just keep like a couple of the good ones in, and then just slip all the new stuff in and hope people like it.
and we like to put on a show.
I think playing two shows, we had enough songs to do two completely different sets, but one of those sets would have sucked. So we did. we did overlap like two songs or two or three songs for both sets. Our biggest ones basically. The people would have been like, why would you just not play that? So we played like The Tide and Hindsight and Judge Judy at all three, and then we swapped out the rest, and we saved like a couple. We sort of thought maybe some like poppier ones for the Forest set because we weren't sure who would be there in the afternoon at the Forest, but actually we didn't need to. It was mad. We had like pits, like, you know, in the forest, people tripping over the trees and stuff. And we're like, someone's gonna get hurt here.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, everyone be careful, but also mosh pit, woo.
Have fun.
Woo. Do you think?
So that's what you actually do when you
Kind of is. I was actually. I'm gonna start doing it now.
amazing.
Woo, oh, woo.
You have to think of a different noise for a circle.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
On stage, every time someone falls over, just
Oh.
like the hit marker.
Oh my god. I love that. Let's do that. That's the next Kite Thief show.
I have the capacity to do this.
This is great.
I can do this.
I never.
A sound engineer that's keeping an eye on it every time.
Up until this point, I never thought mosh pits needed sound effects, but they
Now
so
they
do.
do.
They really do.
They really do.
As a podcast, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you familiar with Sophie's story in the foundation?
I am, I think,
Wonderful.
but it's been.
So basically, when we speak to people this weekend, we're just trying to find out, have you guys ever been treated differently, had stereotypes put against you because you're part of this alternative family, because of the music you listen to, the way you dress, whatever it may be? Is that something you've experienced?
Yeah, never here. No, when I was 14, I was a massive emo in Cheltenham. I used to hang out at the McDonald's. Did you ever do that? Yeah, cool. Yeah, and we used to hang out at Monty's, and we used to hang out in the graveyard. A big emo kid, big red fringe, yeah. Yeah, it was behind McDonald's, so that's...
Yep.
And the two pigs.
And the two pigs.
Graveyard and the pigs. I never thought I'd hear together.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheltenham.
And I remember like hanging out in there, and we always used to get harassed by like this like other group of teenagers, like loads of them, just like being like, and one of them threw a milkshake out over me once because they said because you're an emo, and I was like, oh my god. I was 14. I was like, or was I like 50? I don't know. So yeah, but I don't know if I still do.
I think like we've all had the Christmas and like family dinners and shit where everyone's like, oh, you're in a like, how's the band going? Like, it's not a serious kind of like job or anything like that. And I think like the tattoos have become more normal now, but back when we were getting tattoos, we were like 16 and stuff. All our parents were like, well, your mum maybe not.
I was 19.
Oh no, okay, but like
16?
I got 2.
Oh, that's fine.
And then I convinced my principal at school that it was henna.
Nice.
It was just really thick henna.
You get different colours.
I think as well, at least we are quite lucky now. We live in Bristol, and generally, we love Bristol. Generally, like, just full of people don't bat an eyelid at me. Like, that I'm the norm. If
Bristol.
you don't live in Bristol,
I don't live in
no,
Bristol.
probably are a bit
I live in
scary.
Surrey.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think these days, like, this scene is getting so much more recognition, and it's becoming so much more mainstream anyway, that like fashion is like gone towards kind of alternative look, and like you see people and you're unsure of like, are you gonna know who Bring Me the Horizon are?
They're gonna wear Metallica t-shirts from Primark.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about bands, but I don't know if you're just wearing this shirt from like Bershka. but that's cool. I don't think anyone, sure, like at school you get like comments here and there. Like I can't remember some of the names. I went to quite a like, not a posh school, but like not one. And like, yeah, and so like non-uniform days, I'd like be wearing like, I mean, like me and my friend both one time like walked in both wearing like band shirt, denim jacket, and everyone was like denim. and then our third friend Lewis, walked in, same thing, and they were all like, "Way, denim!" And I was like, "Oh fuck, for God's sake!" But I think I'm quite lucky. I never had anything like too bad. I think one of my parents once said, "What did we do wrong for you to like this music?"
No way.
But they're so supportive of the band, and I think it was more just like, I can't remember what I was listening to at the time, and they were just like, "What is this?" Like,
That's in Alexandria.
Probably.
Justified.
I think though, like with us, like we're part of the generation where like growing up being alternative wasn't so much of a bad thing anymore.
Yeah.
It was at my school.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but also maybe because I'm a lady. I am female with breasts. Maybe that's why,
I played football but then listened to Slipknot and everyone was like, we'll let him go. It's fine. Yeah. He's fast. And now I'm fat.
We don't play football anymore. Sorry, we kind of got on. We did speak about that topic a little bit, but we did sidetrack a lot. But
Remember that you've kind of touched on it already, but the question was like, do you think, like, looking back at what happened to Sophie in 2007 and then when you guys were growing up, do you think it's easier now for kids growing up being part of this community? Or is there still work to do you think?
do you know what? I was about to say yes 100%, because I do, but then I second guessed myself. I was like, actually no. I did have it. Yeah, I think when we were younger and just walking around town, we did get like quite a lot of things like thrown at us, or like groups of like other young people who didn't like the way we looked shower us, throw things at us. Like even actually adults. Actually, there was there's been a few things. And I remember when that happened. I was only young. I was probably like 11 or 12. So just finding my kind of emo-ness. So I was very aware of it. Is it more acceptable now? I don't know. I think that no one could really answer that.
It's hard to say now because we're not young, right?
Yeah, right.
So I feel like these
You
days,
are, you're
yeah, but we're
26.
not at school anymore. So like, I feel like I can walk around. Like, yeah, I don't feel like I feel like I can do it, but I'm not at school. I don't know. I don't know what that's like for youngsters at the moment. I don't know, like.
And when they're dealing with a lot elsewhere, and then they kind of take it
I
out.
think like what Josh hit on earlier was like now like the lines have blurred between fashion and media and music. Like music's kind of fashionable now, but also the fashion of like alternative heavier music is now in the mainstream. So like lots of artists and people are dressing more alternative. So it's not the case of like being able to spot someone likes a certain type of music anymore because of the way they're dressed, because like that's become the norm. So I think it's more. It's harder to comment on whether people, suffer through that.
Yeah, and I think we're a bit normie looking also. I feel like some people, I'm like, mate, you look fucking sick, but I can imagine there have been comments thrown at them or things like that. And I have friends who, I had one friend at uni, I won't say her name because I feel like that might be weird, but beautiful, tall, goth girl, gorgeous, in a very cool band.
It's just different
I think she used to get like different things shouted at her and stuff because she's very striking,
So you're never going to get rid of like people just being like uncomfortable with how someone else looks or how someone else like presents themselves. Do you know what I mean? So like,
baffles me because
Yeah,
I couldn't
it's
really give a
strange.
shit how someone else dresses myself.
Exactly. Like, I think the alternative community is full of people like us where we're just like, you know what? Like, it doesn't matter.
If
Like,
anything,
we're
I
so
go,
accepting.
you're fucking cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're so used to having to gas each other up because no one really pays attention. It's like, no, I'm going to tell you that, like, there's someone like dressed up before we were going on the forest station. I was like, you look amazing. She was like, oh my god, you look amazing too. Let's have a great set. And it's like, it's easy. What's wrong with that?
That's all we need.
I guess, like, bottom line, I hope it's better.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, and then, I think, I hope as well that that's something that we can push at our shows. And we've always said that we want people to just, like, our number one thing is just come and have fun however you want to have fun. Like, we just want people to have a really
As long
fun
as you're
time.
not hurting anyone or yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Fireworks in the pit, please.
Yeah, none of that.
That could be cool, actually.
Only a fireworks sound effect.
But, I hope it's better for people growing up, and I hope that we can help that.
I think we probably deconstructed that way too much for you. But
No, not at all. But bringing it back to yourselves, you released your EP Ambivalent back in December. Is there new stuff on the way? Is it in the works?
It is. Yeah, it's currently. We're actually just listening to some back up camp.
blasting it in the campsite.
We were showing Kid Capici. But yeah, we got some stuff cooking. It's quite a bit different, and then we're working towards a bigger goal later on. But I can't say too much about that. But yeah, it's interesting. Like it's got a good taste of Ambivalent, but like on steroids.
Yeah.
Like roided up.
And we've got a few shows later in the year. So yes, there's a lot of like writing and stuff at the moment, and just kind of getting stuff together for another big push,
Yeah, Ambivalent took like a good 2 years for us. So like, we had The Tide and Judge Judy and Executioner pretty much written during like COVID. So it was from then until when it was released. So it was the beginning of the year when it was released that we finished recording it. So it was like a big 2 year slog. So we took a little bit of a break to tour it, and yeah, it's cooking away now.
Guys, this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time out and chatting with us today. It really means the world.
Thank you so much for having us. This has been so fun.
Really does. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mate, so nice to meet you.
Thank you, and you.
Nice to meet you as well, mate.
Go, go, go.
Whoa.
I lost my grip.